Hey y'all, IrixGuy here. Now I've gotten a lot of questions from fans and they're like, hey IrixGuy, when's the Phantom 4 coming out? Hey IrixGuy, what features are going to be present on the Phantom 4? And I'm going to do my best to answer all of that here. Now, there's a few things that you may or may not be aware of, and number one, GoPro, that's right, the action camera company, they're coming out with a drone in calendar year 2016. So without a doubt, DJI is arguably going to encounter their first true competition within the UAV space. So here's what I see happening. We've already seen the Phantom 3 line. When the Phantom 3 came out, it had Phantom 3 Pro, Phantom 3 Advanced. At the initial launch, Phantom 3 Pro topped out at 4K Ultra HD. At the initial launch, Phantom 3 Advanced topped out at 1080p, but a later firmware update, as we're aware, made the camera on the Phantom 3 Advanced capable of 2.7K. And then what we saw the release of DJI Phantom 3 Standard and then DJI Phantom 3 4K. And basically those drones, instead of using Lightbridge, which is a very robust, in my opinion, FPV solution, they use Wi-Fi. Nothing wrong with Wi-Fi. The previous generation Phantom 2 Vision Plus used Wi-Fi and it was a great experience. But after using Lightbridge, it's hard to go back. Now obviously I fly line of sight to be safe, but even though I fly line of sight, being able to look at my screen and have an HD FPV display, first-person view display while flying is very nice. And it's been very reliable from my experience. So with all of that said, that foreshadows what's coming with Phantom 4. So we've got the professional grade of Phantom 3, which is the professional and the advanced that use Lightbridge. We've got the budget tier of Phantom 3, which is Phantom 3 Standard and Phantom 3 4K. So what DJI has positioned themselves to do is to compete with GoPro Karma, the GoPro drone. Now they may or may not know what GoPro Karma is going to feature. So with that being said, they've got to make sure their current lineup, their Phantom 3, is going to be able to undercut the price of the GoPro Karma when it hits in 2016. So I expect the Phantom 4 to probably come in at a higher price point than the Karma. But what I expect from the Phantom 4 is a version with a 6K camera and then also a more professional version of the Phantom 4 with an 8K camera, 2 times the physical video size of a 4K camera, meaning that if you filmed in 8K, you would be able to crop and post and still produce a video that is 4K or better once it's published to YouTube. So a lot of advantages there. There's been speculation also about a zoom camera on the Phantom 4. Now personally, I don't think that's going to be the case. I don't think we're going to see zoom on the Phantom 4 camera. But what I do think we may see, depending upon what GoPro Karma features, we may see an out-of-the-box Phantom 4 with a 360-degree camera, or we may see a Phantom 3 with a modular camera so that in the future that a 360-degree camera may be able to be mounted on it. What I also think we're going to see with Phantom 4 is retractable landing gear. It only makes sense because without a doubt, on today's market, the DJI Phantom platform is arguably the best drone platform out there. It is in my opinion, and I'm sure I share that opinion with many. So to make the Phantom 4 a more professional option while embracing the smaller size than the Inspire, because as we know, the Inspire is huge. It's huge to travel with. It's heavy. It's huge. Cost aside, the Inspire could be less expensive than the Phantom, and I would still prefer the Phantom. So with that being said, I feel that with Phantom 4, on the professional tier version, we may see the option for dual remotes. So that's where we're going to see with Phantom 4, we're probably going to see a Pro and a semi-Pro version, just like we did with Phantom 3. Phantom 3 came out, we had Phantom 3 Professional, we had Phantom 3 Advanced. We're probably going to see the same thing with Phantom 4. We're going to see a 6K version, and we're going to see an 8K version. And then what we're going to also see, once GoPro Karma hits, the Phantom 3 series, that'll be the more affordable drone. So it's going to be a drone that people will likely be able to purchase for a lesser price than the GoPro Karma. I still feel that the Phantom 4, at least the first two Phantom 4 versions that are released, are likely going to come in at a higher price point than the GoPro Karma. But just like they did with Phantom 3, releasing the budget version that uses Wi-Fi, the Phantom 3 Standard, and the Phantom 3 4K, the Wi-Fi versions that come in at a lower price point, have a feeling in the future with Phantom 4 we'll probably see that. And at that point it'll probably be a situation where they're really starting to phase out the previous generation Phantom 3 models. So these are my professional opinions. Again, this is heavy speculation, but in my opinion it's educated speculation based upon my understanding of the drone realm, what we've seen in the past, what we're expected to see in the future, and internet video in general. I mean, without a doubt, 4K is quickly becoming the new standard for internet video. So it only makes sense that they're going to put cameras in these Phantom 4s that are greater than 4K, enabling people to crop in post. To be able to take a large canvas and just get a smaller section of that, but still be 4K or greater quality once that video is published. And that's something for people now that are still posting videos in 1080p high definition. Some of those people are using 4K cameras to accomplish the same thing. Even though they're publishing 1080p content, they're filming in 4K so they can do all the work in post and still maintain that 1080p resolution when they export the project. So I hope all of this video makes sense. As soon as Phantom 4 hits, obviously I'm going to put this all over 400orbelow.com. So check the link within this video's description and stay tuned to 400orbelow.com, because as soon as Phantom 4 hits, you're going to see it all there. And then also be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. It's youtube.com/IrixGuy. Thanks for watching, and y'all have a good day.